Now, someone who's on the road as much as you are, what do you work on to stay in shape, playing wise?
Uh, I try to do like dexterity exercises a little bit, just for fatigue, for non-fatigue
Right.
purposes. So the chromatic and going backwards, I do that a lot. It's an exercise that I don't know if it's really an exercise. It's just something a habit I do. I do that until I almost can't
You
feel
can't
my
do
hand.
that more.
So that kind of helps because like Jill for example, those shows are guaranteed to be at least 90 minutes.
Yeah, you get your money's worth of Jill Scott.
But there's no breaks. For me, there's no breaks in the
Right.
show.
Because either you're playing bass, you're playing synth bass
Mm-hmm.
on that gig.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in DN now, so
Oh, you really?
full time music. I'm her musical director and I'm co-producing a lot of her record too.
All right. So yeah, the main purpose for this video is, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a minute, and just update ourselves on what you're up to.
Yeah.
So that's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. So as of I guess July, she made me musical director.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. So it's been good. It's been cool. We've done a few shows this year. Been reconnecting with some people. Me and Rob Glasper go back 20 plus years, almost 25 years.
I didn't realize that.
And during his festival, the Blue Note Festival, every day he was like, "Yo, man, so you just not gonna put out no more music? It's just cool being a side man forever."
Wow.
Every day, just hey, man. So you just still. I asked you yesterday, still no music? I was like, you expect me to do music overnight? Next day, same thing. But he's been on me for a couple years now about putting some music out. So
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, Derek Hodge and the guys that are doing it.
Right.
So that's kind of an inspiration for me to know that somebody's listening and waiting for it.
Well, your talent is seems to know no bounds.
Appreciate it,
Out of all the cats I know, longevity wise, you've been steady at it.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping back to Jill Scott for a minute, how many years has it been with Jill?
17.
17 years.
2007. I started with Jill.
That's right.
Yep.
Who had the MD gig before that? Who was that?
It was Adam Blackstone.
Oh, it was Adam Blackstone.
Yeah.
So you guys go all the way back.
Yeah. So Adam called me and asked me to sub for him for 2 shows back in 2007. Those 2 shows turned into 5 shows, and then after those 5 shows, Jill offered me the gig. And I called Adam to tell him that she offered me the gig, and he was like, "Oh, perfect," because I got some other stuff I need to do real quick.
Right.
So it was only supposed to be temporary, and then 17 years later,
Right.
It's been cool.
Now you're the
I've
MD.
been in and out a couple times, just working on other projects and doing other gigs and things. So, but I've been back full time with her since 2014.
Wow. That's a great gig.
It's fun. No backing tracks, no stems.
Right.
It's 100% what you playing on that stage.
And she seems to give you a lot of leeway also, a lot of leeway and respect.
Oh yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah, a lot of creative freedom too.
Yeah. I saw that in some when we saw you play, and then just like the videos that I've seen,
Yeah.
YouTube's.
Yep, it's good.
Yeah, she seems like you'll lean on you.
She trusts me.
Yeah.
Yeah, musically she trusts me.
You can see that also.
Yeah. So, it's been a long time coming, man. It's been a good relationship. So now, taking that into the studio. So all this time I've never done any studio work with her until recently. So it's good to see that it's translating to that side of the world.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got some nice music, but she won't stop recording.
She's like Prince in that sense.
She's like 30 something songs in.
Wow.
Yeah. And out of the 30, there may be one you skip, if that.
Wow.
But there's 30 like bangers.
She's been saving it up.
She's been saving it, man. So some of the greatest producers are working on it. Swiss Beats, David Banner, DJ Premier. It's a bunch of people, and myself and a couple other guys too.
So you were in there at the right point in time.
Yep.
You gotta get on those records when she got like putting her best stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm looking forward. I'm really looking. 2025 is gonna be nice.
Excellent.
Yep.
It's good to hear.
Yep.
Now, how long has it been since you moved from New York down to Nashville?
4 years.
It's been 4 years?
Yep, I moved 2020, right in the middle of pandemic, July 2020. I hit the ground running. Even though, the world was closed, Nashville didn't kind of really close all the way. So, work was plentiful. Still, studio sessions and, all that stuff was still happening. So, hit the ground running. I had a couple of friends that looked out. One in particular, Anton Nesbitt, great bass player. But I've known Anton since before I was playing. Almost around the time me and you met.
That's wild, yeah.
Yeah. So Anton, when I went down there, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna sub out some sessions and have you cover some sessions for me." He had me cover a session for him, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just tell him I can't do it." And literally he did it. He got booked for a session. He called the people and said, "Yeah, I can't do it, but I got somebody that can do it."
Wow.
So put me in, and that one session opened 5-6 different doors, which have opened a bunch of other ones. So
that's almost like the equivalent of hitting your ground running in LA in the 80s.
Yeah.
Almost,
Yep.
Moving down there.
The session scene in Nashville is nice. It's nice. It's a lot of work.
Now, for anyone thinking about relocating, to a new musical base, what advice would you give them?
Check out the scene before you make the move. Know what your strong points are and what your weaknesses are. Like, you have to network. No matter where you go, you have to network. You have to go out and see the people, meet the people. You can't expect people to just throw everything in your lap and you don't do nothing. Right. So you have to be open to networking and letting it be known that you're there. However that is. That could be showing up to open mics or just hanging around studio sessions or getting plugged in with the right people. But you have to let people know you're there and what you're capable of.
Right.
And then it'll take off from there. You got to put your best foot forward, though.
Like we were talking about before we started taping. Answer the phone.
Yeah. Man. Answer the phone. And I sometimes am terrible with that. But answer the phone. Be accessible. Because every call is important. Even the small, when you think you do a session that's paying $100, $150, $200, you don't want to do it. But those are the calls that lead to the $2,000 sessions. So, you can't disregard, even if you're not available to do it, at least answer the phone and talk about it. But to just ignore it like it didn't happen, it's not a good thing, man.
Those are the seeds to future work.
Gotta plant them seeds.
Yeah.
Man. Yep. You can't reap a harvest when you ain't never sold nothing.
Wise words. Yeah. Now, jumping back to Adam Blackstone for a minute. Mm-hmm. You worked on a TV special with him, a TV series. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, My Kind of Country. was an Apple TV music contest, I guess what is it, contestant show?
Yeah, like an American Idol.
Yeah,
for country music.
it was a great experience, man. Yep, he came in. He started the show, and me and him finished it together. But the middle of the meat of the show, I carried
Mm-hmm.
bass for the entirety of the show. But me and Adam go back 25 years, man. So he has a trust
Right.
that anything he needs done, I can accomplish. So it's a great. We have a great working relationship and a great friendship.
Right.
So,
Look, obviously, yeah.
yeah,
Because, like you said, the trust.
yeah. The trust is definitely there. But My Kind of Country, it's a great time. I think who won that show? Michaela. She's from South Africa.
Okay.
She was
I started watching it. I didn't finish. Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
That's right.
But there's a guy on there, Dhruv Vishwanath, who's from India.
Yes.
That man is incredible. He has some amazing records out already, but the way he plays guitar, the stuff he can do by himself on guitar is out of this world.
Yeah, he plays acoustic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I see that, yeah.
His stuff is amazing, man. Yeah.
And it's what I'm trying to segue into is the fact that you're so versatile yourself, and you're not bound by genre.
Right. Yeah, it's important, especially a city like Nashville. You have to be versatile. Like, I grew up in church, so the gospel, that stuff is there. But CCM, which is gospel pop together, rock. I've been playing rock for years.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop, natural is in my blood to do it. But you have to be versatile if you want to maximize your potential, and that's one of the main things for me, maximizing what I can do. Because why pigeonhole myself to play one genre? That means you take the cap off.
Right.
If there's no reason to put the cap on you if you don't have to.
Right. That's the best advice.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Working on some music. I've been sitting. I'm notorious for laptop music. Laptop music is music that we record, us creatives, and we just put on our laptops and we play it for ourselves.
Guilty as charged.
So I feel like I'm the king of laptop music, but I'm going to start releasing music beginning this December. I'm releasing a couple of songs for Christmas. It's late, but it'll be here before Christmas. So on Christmas, you'll have it. Promise. But starting next year, I'm just going to release a song a month.
There you go.
Yeah. I have a plethora of material, new and old, and I'm always working on something. So 2025, just a song a year. Now I might keep it going longer than that, but for 2025, a song a month.